growing up, it wasn't easy being an anime fan because, like, tell you still like Pokemon and you're 15, or when you grew older, it's like, okay, once you learn that when you're a kid, it's like, oh, there's other animes out there besides Pokemon. What are they? You want to learn more about them. Then as you grow older, you find ones that appeal to your age group. Like, it's like when I was 15, I started watching Inuyasha, or 14, and like, hey, I like this show. So then I kind of got into other animes. But being in my particular, like, growing up in certain places, you know, it wasn't very popular or something. It was all like, it's about like reality TV and popular shows, like, you know, like, you still watch anime. And then I had one person tell me that, like, you're 20 years old and you still watch anime. Like, it's stupid cartoon porn and senseless violence. I'm like, no, you know nothing about it. Like, I can go off on you right now about this, and I end up writing a Facebook note about it. So
that is nothing compared to going to Catholic school and having one of your teachers tell you that it's the devil's work.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh my gosh, that was horrible!
No, I can beat that.
He's like, Inuyasha's the devil's work.
Oh, please.
I had Christian parents and they wouldn't let me watch it.
One of my friends, same thing happened to her. She wasn't allowed to watch it at all.
Really?
Because her mom is like crazy Protestant and stuff like that. And she's like, it's the devil, it's gonna corrupt you.
Yeah, well, this is the same one who wouldn't let her read Harry Potter either because
I could beat that all. I had a teacher who sat there, and this is his whole entire thing. This guy was like the biggest Bible thumper out there. My apologies to anyone who believes in that. But he sat there, he's like, he saw me playing Pokemon. He's like, get that out of my class. He's like, that's the devil's work. He's like, no, wait. He's like, Pokemon owns Nintendo. Wizards of the Coast owns Pokemon. Wizards of the Coast is a satanic cult. So you can't play Pokemon in my class and don't talk about Mario because it's bought by the devil.
Oh my God!
But then he'll talk about how he saw some guy get run over by a car, brain splattered on the sidewalk, and he's perfectly fine with that. That's acceptable to talk about. But heaven forbid you talk about a Pokemon.
It's not like
they actually had, like, the church actually complained that Pokemon promoted evolution and all that, but the Pope's like, what are you talking about? Man, this is fun. The kids love it. This is the Pope said that. The Pope John Paul II said, what are you talking about, guys? Kids love this stuff. It's fun.
Because the current ones, everything's bad.
Yeah, but Pope John Paul was a good. I liked him. He was a good guy.
Palpatine. That's what the guy looks like.
He was. He was a very good man. You know.
The whole thing happened now. He's like taking a crap.
It's like, kids love Pokemon. It's very creative and ingenuitive. Let the kids like what they like. It's not like they're killing people.
Well, sometimes they are.
Well,
okay, those
are certain criminals then.
Here's a funny thing I actually read online. It was actually from a Christian scientific study thing. And it's like saying that evolution is actually starting to fail, being the primary thought of how we came to be. With an overwhelming 37% of people believing of creationism, it is now the leading belief. I'm like,
how's 37%? I know.
Yeah, really. What about the other, whatever?
63%.
Yeah.
Well, it would probably be broken down into tinier percentages based on different groups.
Yeah, it's probably like, oh well, this one believed in evolution, this one believed in evolution B, so we'll split that in half, so it's no longer.
They don't split their creation in half.
Yeah.
None of the pure creation is compared to they created it and then evolution happened.
Or created by a different god.
Yeah.
We had one super Bible thumper in my anthropology class. I'm like, why are you in here again? And then he's talking about how evolution happened. She stands up and she's like, no, that's not how it happened. And he's like, what? She's like, God created us, and we're all like, are you? And we all start laughing. We're like, are you serious? She'd been quiet halfway through the semester, and then she finally had to say something. We're all like,
oh my God.
So we should all live in a trailer park since you're inbred?
She didn't come back after that class, I guess.
No.
I didn't see her anymore.
Wow.
She didn't say anything.
I think the reason why people don't like people like us, right? We obviously don't stand out in society like the party guys and the.
Well, we kind of
I do both. But that didn't come out right.
I mean, when you go, I'll say it. We're all nerds, and I'm proud to admit that.
Yeah.
I don't have any problem.
I wouldn't say that. I say
welcome to Nerds Anonymous. I'm Walter. I am a nerd.
Okay, you got your nerd. In society, you got your nerds. You got your jockey kind of
you got the
cocky boys. You got
gamers.
You got there's a lot of people. You got the very smart people, and which is what we are too. But what?
I'm not a gamer unless you tabletop.
Oh, why?
Just because.
But
he's his own category.
All of us you know, we know what it's like to kind of be different. It's like, so we go everywhere. It's like, you know, we kind of stand out, and you know, we're kind of like the, I don't want to say minority, but like we're a smaller group of people. But little does everybody know that like they don't want to take the time to get to know us.
We're
like,
also the coolest people.
We're virgins who sit in our mother's basement and watch anime, and we'll never grow up and get a job.
I sit in my own basement.
Yeah.
With my daughter.
Yeah. You have a family. You have a family that loves you and you love them. I work for the city, and I have a good job. And I still, you know, after a nice day at work, I'll pop in some anime. After a nice, you know.
I'm learning to fix airplanes.
And
I'm a teacher, which is totally anti-feminist.
Yeah, well, I like to say that nerds, anime fans, gamers, and that kind of. I say we fit in the same group.
We're the nerds of the air.
That's what I like to say.
I think I have like an equal number of pictures of me like partying and like going like to someone puking in a toilet. That's like
That's funny.
My cosplay photos.
Okay.
No, I was just like be like in my room. Like with all of my anime posters, and people like during the party would come up and be like, "What is this?" And I'm like,
"It's what I like."
Yeah, it's what I like, and they're like, "Oh, you're a nerd." I'm like, "Okay,
so what?
Let's go play around Flip Cup, and we'll see who the nerd is."
We get but we have less jobs because.
I saw this funny picture on the internet. It's like, "Oh, I'm immature for liking anime. Tell me how mature Jersey Shore is."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, the Willy Wonka one?
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh, you like Jersey Shore? Please tell me the complexity of it.
Oh yeah. Like. Sure, anime may not be the big thing in TV today. It's all about reality TV and like sports. I like sports.
We don't care who knows it.
But like, I really don't care what Snooki's gonna name a kid. I really don't care about the Kardashians next season.
Kristen, I saw it.
I watch what I like, and I like to think that like in every city in Canada, US, any country in the world, that there's pockets or like sort of small groups of people all like us.
Yeah.
All like us. We're just we do our own thing, you know, we enjoy what we like, and no one can tell us any different.
Yeah.
We choose to be this way.
You know what? Like, I kind of feel like I have a double life. I have to I'm working for CAS and I'm doing my teaching thing. And today at Bayfield Mall, I just met one of my kids in my practicum.
Really?
He did a double take, right? I was wearing the Akatsuki. I can't portray myself like that. I have to be professional at all times. So, I don't remember what I was doing. But it's not like we're hurting anyone.
No, we're not hurting anything. We're just having a good time and
The
not.
fact that Erica brought up the point that we get kicked out if we were sitting at Bayfield Mall, I was shocked.
Why?
That's infringement.
There's no legislation to enforce that.
No, we'll get kicked out if anyone's wearing like a mask or something, or if anyone's carrying props.
No,
okay, well, yeah,
dressed
that's
up,
understandable
but
to a
just
point.
dressed up like this.
Like,
oh no.
What's wrong with the way I dress? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna go to a job interview looking like this, but
if the guy with the big Dragon Ball Z costume came, like the big one that was really big.
Oh, like Piccolo or
yeah, like
like
something
that?
huge.
Perfect
like yeah,
Cell?
you'd be kicked out because that's too big, right? Like there's just too much stuff.
I'm a paying customer. Like, like it's so funny how ignorant some people are about anime. That it's porn, that it's senseless violence and crazy stuff from twisted minds.
You kind of have to take into factor that parents have been all about the whole violence and
True.
Ever
since Power Rangers.
Since Power Rangers.
Honestly,
But these are also the people that watched
more violent.
Exactly.
These are the people that they grew up watching Bugs Bunny and they talk about violence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love those shows.
Yeah,
Oh my
like I
God,
mean,
hitting
come on,
people with
Bugs
hammers?
Bunny
Yeah,
has more
pulling out a
action
stick of dynamite out of your
violence
pants.
than anything any other cartoon ever made. Your typical Bugs Bunny, like they
What they don't-
scientifically documented.
What
but
they need
that's
to say,
okay.
what they need to say is like, okay, you can watch whatever stuff. Like, if it's okay, like when you're 16 years old, you watch a violent show. Okay, just don't mimic what you see on TV. When I was a kid, I used to love wrestling. My dad said, you can watch wrestling, but I don't ever want to see you doing any of those moves, trying to copy it on your brother.
Who's your
Yeah.
brother and sister?
Yeah,
Shawn
see,
Michaels.
I have a problem with like my youngest or my daughter. She we were watching
No, Shawn
the
Michaels is the
Hulk.
legend.
No.
And
Incredible Hulk, yeah?
yeah, and I was sitting on the couch. Next thing I know, she tried to drop kick me.
Yeah.
It was awesome though, because
Hulk smash.
luckily I was watching it in my bed, so she just kind of ran up when I was sitting up and just drop kicked me from behind. So all I feel is like, "Guh," and I just like see her falling behind me, and she's like. But the best part was I sat there and asked my daughter because I had the Wolverine or Hulk versus Wolverine Thor. So I'm like, "Who's this? Wolverine. Who's that? Or who's that? Bruce Banner." Like, how much more awesome can you get from
Bruce
a daughter?
Banner.
Like my daughter, I named her after an anime character because my wife and I love anime, so we named her Yukina.
Oh, that's cute.
From Yu Yu Hakusho. She was born in the middle of winter, so it fits in perfectly. And my daughter and I, we watch cartoons together. We've watched all of the Studio Ghibli films. Anything non-violent I could watch with her.
Yeah.
My wife kind of gets mad if she watches something with even a bit of violence.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you can't watch Inuyasha with her, that's for sure.
No, I don't own enough of it, sad to say. But like her and I, we'll watch like lots of stuff together. Trying to think of all the names of the stuff we've watched.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, Pokemon.
Digimon. Digimon was like the next thing after Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
I was able to balance both.
Me and my boyfriend that we would name our kids after Daedric princes. I'm like, we'll name them after all the Daedric princes.
Definitely this will need to be posted.
Of like Maroon,
yes.
Dagon.